Hello zusammen, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are all having an awesome day so far. So for today, we're going to be talking about studying in Germany, and I want to share with you some top reasons why you should consider studying in Germany. If you've ever thought about moving abroad to do your bachelor's or master's, I want to give you some insights on why Germany might just be the right place for you and what are the benefits of actually studying here. For those of you who are new to my channel, if this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, welcome. My name is Diana and I am a Canadian expat living in Berlin for over 3.5 years now. On my channel, I talk about the German culture, how to settle in Germany, and how to move over. So if you are into that type of content, definitely make sure to stick around and hit subscribe. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell as well so that you know when I post a new video, which is every single week. But let's go ahead and jump into the reasons. I'm really excited to talk about this. So during the one-on-one coaching calls that I offer for those of you who are interested in moving to Germany, I actually get to talk to a lot of you who are in the process of moving here to study, or you're thinking about studying here. So I've been able to get a lot of insight into why you want to make the move here. And of course, I've been able to share tips and advice on how you can make the move here a lot easier and how to make the transition as easy as possible. So I'm excited to share some more of that insight with all of you today. So let's go ahead and jump into the reasons. Number one is Germany is known to have some of the best top-ranking universities and institutions for you to actually get your bachelor's and your master's. So if you want to get a top-notch education that is worldly recognized, Germany can definitely offer that for you. There are literally thousands and thousands of undergraduate and master's programs that you can do here. And the best part is that you can actually do a lot of them in English. So if you're worried that you can't move here because you don't know German or your German is not that good, don't worry about it. You will be able to find a lot of the programs that you're interested in offer classes in English, and then you can pick up German once you actually get here. The second reason why you should consider moving to Germany, and I know a lot of you guys are gonna like this, I would have loved this when I was doing my undergrad, and it is that tuition fee is very, very affordable, or it is free. And yeah, I said it, free, affordable, usually not words that go along with thinking about, getting a higher education, but Germany definitely makes that possible. And I know for a lot of you who are thinking about doing your bachelor's or your master's, the cost is something that often stops a lot of you, because especially if you are studying in the US or even in Canada, tuition fees are so high that you go into massive, massive debt that is so difficult to get out of. So it's really great that you will be able to actually get a degree from a high-ranking university here and further your education for very, very affordable or free at times. The third reason is that the cost of living here is also very affordable. So not only is tuition affordable, but rent, utilities, basic necessities is still quite affordable, especially compared to other European countries. And obviously, if you live in a smaller town here and you do your studies in a smaller town, it will be cheaper than living in some of the major cities like Berlin, Munich, Frankfurt. So that's really amazing. On average, students pay here around 800 euros per month, and that includes rent, utilities, basic necessities. So yes, that might seem like a lot, especially if you are a student, but if you compare it to maybe living in another major European city like Paris or London, it will be much higher than that. So if you still want to get the experience of living here, living in Europe, then Germany still makes that quite affordable. The fourth reason, which is pretty cool, is that when you come here as a student, you're actually allowed to work here. So as a student on a student visa from a non-EU country, you are able to work here for 120 days out of the year. So if you need to earn some money on the side or you want to gain some experience in your field, you are allowed to do that, which is pretty cool. A lot of students, have part-time jobs here where they're going to work at cafes or local businesses, or they're even going to work as a working student or do an internship at a company that aligns with what they're currently studying. A lot of companies here, big companies, startups, they hire working students all of the time, which is pretty cool because this means that you can gain experience in your field while you're still studying. You can get a sense of what it's like to work in that industry, and you can also gain experience that will make you stand out post-grad when you are applying for jobs full-time. Another cool thing about working here as a student and that you are able to do that is not only do you get the work experience, but you also get to integrate into the culture a lot easier, and you get to make a lot of meaningful connections that way too. So it just makes the whole transition of moving abroad and studying abroad a lot easier. The fifth reason of why you should consider studying in Germany is just because you are going to get such a different perspective, and you are going to get out of your comfort zone and become that much more independent. I wish I would have studied abroad when I was doing my undergrad. I have a younger brother, he's 19, he's currently in university in Toronto, and I always tell him you should consider moving abroad to study because the perspective that you're gonna get, the experience, the connections, the friendships that you are going to make is going to be like no other. I think it's so cool, especially in a country like Germany, that welcomes so many students every single year. You are going to meet so many different types of people from different cultures, different backgrounds than what you were previously surrounded by. So naturally, your perspective on life, your perspective on the world, and the experience that you're gonna get is just gonna be that much more elevated. I think that if you're watching this video and you have a nudge or an inkling that you want to study abroad, you should definitely pursue that further and go for it, because the experiences that you're going to get from moving abroad and immersing yourself into a new culture is just going to be like no other, and I don't think that you're going to regret it. I think it's going to make your life and just your day-to-day experiences that much more meaningful and that much more memorable as well. And the sixth reason why you should consider moving to Germany to study is because if you do actually want to live in Germany long term, you do have a higher chance of doing that post-grad, because with a student visa, you do have the ability to extend your student visa for up to 18 months so that you can find a full-time employment and actually settle down here. And if you do decide to work here while you're studying, the chances of you landing a full-time employment actually increases because you will have created more meaningful connections with employers. You will have the work experience. So coming here as a student is a really good way to get your foot in the door into Germany, into the German workforce as well. And also you can get a better sense of what the culture is like and see whether or not it is a place that you do want to live here for the foreseeable future. So those are the reasons of why you should consider moving to Germany to study. And I actually wanted to ask you guys a question. If you have ever studied abroad, let me know down below what was your favorite thing about studying abroad, because I think it will be really helpful for anyone who is considered doing it, and it can provide them with an extra boost of motivation to pursue that further. So let me know in the comments down below, and I'm also just very curious to hear about your own experiences. But if any of you are seriously interested in moving to Germany, feel free to check out my coaching services. I'll leave a link down below as well, because I can provide you with more guidance, tips, and advice on how you can actually move here, and I would love to help you along your own journey. But that's going to be all for today. I hope that you guys are having a good one, and I'll see you all next week. Tschüss!